What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. And yes, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Good.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much firepower here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Through the hook, didn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Punch, counter punch. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Counter punching. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like this.
Here we go for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Hard reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
There's a scoring blow. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Has has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a massive heavyweight like this, you can't go toe-to-toe. You got to stick and move and use angles.
There's a lot of weight there to give away, and if you're giving away that weight, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about skill, it's more about power.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Let's get it started in round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Missing with the hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you.
Down goes Fury. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Well done with that counter shot. That jab just missed with the left hand. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. A perfect counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least there's the bell for round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Only catching air with that hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Beautiful counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Got out of the way of that right hook. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Let him back into the fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice defense with that jab. Nice counter shot. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. You'd like to see more jabs. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Jab slightly off target. His stamina is off the charts. Incredible work rate. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Get back out there and win the round.
On to the 6th round. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Good defense blocking the right jab. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be... Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3. So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Counter punch. That counter shot, as we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Come on,
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Counterpunch caught him clean. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Is he gonna punch himself out, though? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about fury in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Breathe. You're starting to make mistakes and you're...
Nice round, good round. I like it. I'm happy.
There's the bell to start round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Misses with the jab. Defense is not an option for these two. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catch you.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down?
Whoa, Johnny! And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.